May 14th, 2022. I mentioned this one piece about Hofstra, the sports being moved to the middle of the section for this one broadcast, and them now having their own bureau, which is like, I mean, for me, I think it's a big thing. FBI have a bureau. I think that it's important that Long Island have a bureau of some sort, and I really don't know the correlation of what a bureau stands for, but it seems prestigious. At least that's what the humans have led me to believe. For signs and symbols. So I'm watching, and there's a gentleman, it looks like he's on the baseball team, and he's talking about whatever he's talking about, but again, being that it was moved to the middle of the broadcast for a mid-size SUV in a helicopter seems kind of important. And I also have something going on in my wrist. I know there's lymph nodes in the wrist or in that area. There are a lot of places. They are also here, but it's more of a thalamus issue. But there's been a uptick in not thyroid, but thalamus or thalmatic. I mean, it's like I don't know if you want to say the gauge, the part of the filter system, but lymphoma and blood poisoning, blood cancers have been up. I don't know if it's radiological. I don't know if it's toxins being such a high volume of traffic by cars and automobiles and whatever's being pumped into the gasoline tank. I don't know how to keep watch on. I mean, I don't have that level of gauges and equipment to even test the air quality and keep an accurate record. Again, I don't know if that's PhD or researcher level. I'm really not clear how the humans did that. I mean, I got to high school level, and they weren't blocking me from getting to college, but I also really didn't see any integration of any guidance system that was helpful, just so we're clear. So this is the whatever, and this is the story of somebody else who's suffering from it.
They picked up the walk-off win against JMU today. They wrap up their regular season tomorrow against James Madison. Then it's off to the...
That's like the closest thing I have is like symptomatic control. It's like, all right, what did the doctors tell you? Like, and they're showing it up here, or in the field. If somebody says, if they wanted to share it, would be the only way that I would know that there's some kind of new sign or symptom or disease process going on. But this is like, I heard the other day, I discovered they're calling it the burden of disease. Again, going into gamma radiology, I'm like,
The CAA championship, this team has demonstrated talent, perseverance, and a whole lot of heart. Heading to their first conference tournament since 2018, Hofstra is on the verge of its first overall winning record in 10 years. First-year head coach and former major leaguer Frank Catalanato says the confidence is high.
I think everyone has kind of bought in, and once we had them buy in, I feel like, things have gone in the right direction.
We have a lot of talent this year. I thought we had a lot of talent last year also. But I just think the way that we are taught to play the game is just way better this year.
And for senior Mark Fiello, the journey is personal. After his freshman year, he developed a lump on his neck, and then the diagnosis, stage 3 cancer.
We went to a specialist. He took out one of the lymph nodes, and then it came back Hodgkin's lymphoma. My dad, my mom, they were very, very upset about it and torn to pieces. So I think that was probably the hardest part, was seeing like my family struggle.
Before the 2019-2020 season, Mark's parents and some of his coaches wanted him to take some time off to recover, to heal and build strength. But he wanted to be around the team, so he attended every meeting, still worked out with the team, all with a pick line in.
If I was staying home, you know, not doing anything, on the couch, playing video games, like, I just felt like it was gonna, you know, I wasn't gonna get better.
For him, he was like, no, baseball's important to me. My teammates are important to me. I want to be there.
How has your perspective in the game and on the mound changed since going through what you went through?
I just think I just enjoy every moment more.
Mark is a leader. He's a team guy, and his favorite player that he looks up to, David Wright. Send it back to you guys.
All right. Thanks so much, Sam.
Still ahead on Eyewitness News at 5.
It's normally Hofstra's not a main focus. They really don't do spots on, I mean, whatever they've done recently, for whatever reason, depending subject matter. I've, like, again, it's like a pond, and it's like sampling water samples or whatever at like plant level. But it's unusual that they would pick Hofstra. For me, it's just, that's my 7. That's where I last saw my 7. He said he'd be back. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, Broken. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.